Let's bring in NewsNation's travel editor, Peter Greenberg, for more on this one. Peter, I know you've been covering this story from the beginning. It's one of the greatest mysteries of our time. It's gotten so much coverage, so many resources. And with technology where it is today, how is it possible we still don't have these answers?
Well, remember, this plane was flying over uncharted territory that nobody was tracking because it wasn't considered strategic. At 1:20 in the morning of March 8th, 2014, Malaysian Airlines Flight 370 disappeared into the night and was never seen or heard from again. There have been all sorts of ideas as to where it may have gone. Here's what we do know, and it's not that much. What we do know, based on the telemetry that was provided by the engines on that plane that were sending out signals, that plane continued to fly until the engines literally ran out of fuel. What we also know is it ran out of fuel at about 38,000 feet. Yeah. And that started a very slow and then an increasing dive. And in fact, that dive was so intense that it took the plane beyond its aerodynamic limits, and the plane literally broke up in the air. Parts of it were flying off as it headed towards the ocean. So it didn't hit in one piece, it didn't hit in one place, and that makes the search even more difficult because there's no one small contained debris field. It can be spread out over hundreds of square miles. Yeah. And that's the challenge that was there 10 years ago, and that's the challenge that's still there today.
Yeah, and then, the other thought that I've been having is when you think of all the decay, I mean, if this search crew eventually does find a crash site or more debris, do you think the hope there is that you can piece together the entire story of what happened, or is it more about giving closure to those families?
Well, it's actually both. If they find critical pieces of the plane and they can tell the way the metal is bent, either inwards or outwards, if there are marks on striation based on maybe possible explosives, that's what happened with Pan Am 103. They knew quite quickly in that case that it was an explosion from within the plane based on where the metal was bent. They can track that now. They just need the physical pieces of evidence. Now, as you may remember, one piece actually washed up on Reunion Island a couple of years ago. That was a small wing flopper from that plane. They were able to identify that, but they had no idea where it came from because the ocean currents had been moving for years before that washed up on the beach. So the bottom line is we have one other piece of information right now that surfaced about 2 months ago. An Australian fisherman said he had actually caught part of a wing in his net, but it was too big to bring up. He never bothered to report it properly, but they have a pretty good idea of where that might have been. They may narrow the search to that area. Wow. Again, the Malaysian Prime Minister is saying he's open to the search. Of course he would be. This company is offering a no fine, no fee deal. Why wouldn't you do that? But let's not get our hopes up. This is part of the deepest part of the oceans in the world. And finding it right now is still going to be quite a difficult challenge.
Peter, how does a tragedy like this change the game for aviation? I mean, did we see better advancements in tracking planes in the wake of MH370's disappearance?
Absolutely. Satellite technology now is at a state where no plane goes untracked. There are no dark zones anymore. You may remember there was a flight that happened on Air France from Brazil to Paris that crashed in the ocean, and they were having trouble finding that very quickly. But the good news now is no dark spaces. They can track every plane they want. So it gives them, look, here's the situation that we're dealing with. In every search operation, you're looking for a needle in a haystack. The biggest problem here is they can't find the haystack. That's the key that hopefully technology has solved in the last 10 years.
Well, we're certainly hoping that this Texas-based company has some success in this new mission that they've offered to the Malaysian government. Peter Greenberg, I know you're watching closely. Thank you, sir.
You got it.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.